If there's one thing that doesn't listen to you, that's time. With every passing second, the world is changing, and so is the world of digital marketing. So you decide whether you want to stay in where the clock was stuck, or do you want to run against the time and get updated as much as the world is updating itself. So welcome back to the Digital Marketing Daily Digest episode number 16. This is Casey, and let's start running to catch up. Welcome back, guys. This is the episode number 16. Welcome back, guys, to the episode number 16. And after a very cheesy opening line, let me welcome you back and tell you how the world is changing today. We need Google Maps to go somewhere, to figure out what's the best mode to go, how long would it take, where's the traffic, where the streets are clear, where the streets are not clear, and things like that. And Google Maps now have introduced certain features like products. Now you will see certain tabs called products. You will see a tab called commute. You will see a lot of additional features in Google Maps. To name a few, let me tell you a few new features that Google Maps has launched, and one of them is commute. So what commute does is commute just doesn't stop where once you put in your home and the office location. It's taking it a level beyond, and it's starting to show you when your bus is arriving, what time is the bus expected, and it also takes into account the commute that you take from your office at your desk to the bus station or the bus stop or the train station that you're going to go. Now, this is exactly what Commute tab does, and it's giving you a completely different experience as far as commuting from work to office or from work to home is concerned, or anywhere that you want to go. Right, so now while you're working and while you're commuting, how about Google Maps controlling the music? Now you can also control your music from the Google Maps app, which means you could link it with, or you could sync it with Spotify, you could sync it with Android, Google Play, which is Google Music, and you can also do it with iOS Music or Apple Music, and you get a completely enriching experience as far as the commute and as far as the music features that Google Maps has introduced. The second update that I have is from Google, of course, but what about Google? Google My Business, which is GMB, has increased the character limit to 1500 characters when it comes to your Google My Business listing. Earlier, we did not have a character limit. We had like a word limit of about 300 to 400 words. Now it's increased it to about 1500 characters, and you have a whole new canvas to start exploring and experimenting with what you write or how you describe about your business in Google My Business. Google gets into something called as Project Stream, which is primarily going to deal with online game streaming. Now they're trying a completely different set of tools and features to enable you to start playing games and live streaming online, like Twitch and other platforms. We haven't seen it coming, so it's right there. I mean, Google is getting into streaming, and in the digital marketing world today, guys, everybody does everything. I have two of the most interesting updates from YouTube. One of them being YouTube rolls out a mini player, which is like a picture-in-picture or PIP. But what a mini player does is it is now if you look at what YouTube PIP was doing, you just watch a video on YouTube, you can minimize it. It just appears at the bottom right of your window, and then you can still start. You could still continue browsing and searching for things rather. Now, what Mini Player does is it gives you an extended level of control where you could actually see it in a bigger version of the PIP. You could still control the video. You could still pause it, play it, go back and forth to the videos before and after the one that you're watching now. Along with that, you could also start browsing it. Now, you could have come here to this video through a channel or through a search. Now, if you directly went to a video to watch and you minimized it, it would automatically take you to the YouTube home screen. So now YouTube Mini Player is launched, and it's going to kick some ass. Let me give you a situation. Let's say you're watching a trailer of a new movie that you've been waiting for quite some time. And now let's say you're watching this trailer on YouTube. How would you feel if YouTube shows you a couple of listings below the video where you could actually make a booking for the movie and you can book for a ticket for the movie? That's exactly what YouTube is doing now. YouTube has taken this to another level completely. and it's going to call it as ad extensions on YouTube, or ad extensions, or YouTube ad extensions, and it is really insane. Looking at what they're trying to do with YouTube, and what Google is playing around with YouTube, it's believed that YouTube is the second biggest search engine compared to Google. And now once you have YouTube, they just don't want to stick to Google. They just want to extend the search functionality to YouTube, and it's going to get real creepy now, where you're just watching a video about the next travel destination that you should go for, and you probably get a list of tour operators where you can make a booking for these places. Now it's really, really helpful. At the same time, it's a little creepy. Privacy issues will always exist, but it's an amazing move, and it's a big leap if you ask me, because YouTube was the activity on YouTube ends after you watch a video, but now the activity actually begins after you start watching the video, because you could actually close this or take a definitive action after you watch this video, and it's really going to be a game changer in my belief. Facebook is the next product that we will be talking about, and the next set of updates are going to be from Facebook. Now, Facebook has done a lot of changes to its messenger, and they have not just stopped there. They are still making a lot of changes to the Facebook Messenger that we have. Now, Facebook Messenger will very soon start we'll start seeing a lot of different options and features that they have introduced. Along with that, they're also giving you an option to toggle with the night mode on and off on the Facebook Messenger. There was always a feature that they were trying, at least for a year now, and the feature was called as Facebook Messenger disappearing posts, which were like Snapchat, where you could send a message, or you could just post something to a friend, like a picture, and it would disappear automatically, let's say in some time. Now it is still in testing; it's completely not launched, but they're still trying to figure it out, and they're trying to figure out ways how they can bring it out in the most fashionable way ever. Great about Facebook Messenger is trying to test out a lot of gradient designs in messaging on Facebook Messenger. It includes a gradient design of a mix of different colors. Not sure if everybody likes it. I've already seen some bad reviews on the forums, and where people discuss about these, that they're not liking it much. But you never know. It could be a matter of change, and people are resisting the change. But you could soon start seeing people having those gradient colors in the Facebook Messenger that they have. Now, at some point in time, all of us would have experienced this. When we just go to Facebook Messenger, we have seen a request popped up, and we didn't even realize that somebody has requested to add us on Facebook Messenger, or if they have already added us on Facebook Messenger. Now, Facebook Messenger adding request to add is going to see a slight transformation, where you could define what kind of people can request to add you, and what kind of people do not. What kind of people do you not want to add on your Facebook Messenger? For example, it's understood that people behave differently on Facebook, and the same person behaves in a completely different manner on Instagram, because of given the nature of the platforms. Now, if you don't want people that you follow on Instagram to add you on Facebook Messenger, you can simply set it up saying that don't show me requests, or don't let people who follow me on Instagram to add me on Facebook Messenger. Now, this is something which is really interesting. Facebook has recently. Now, let me put it another way. Are you a pet lover? Do you have a dog? Are you really a pet lover? Do you have some pets? Now, Facebook is working on a platform on a feature which is like a pet talent show audition feature, where you could upload a picture or a video of your pet performing some kind of talent, and they're just letting you that kind of option. Facebook Groups now has a saved search feature, where you could save certain kind of searches, and you could set to receive notifications from certain kind of searches or discussions that happen on Facebook. Now, while that is applicable for Facebook Groups, Facebook is really making a lot of changes and putting in a lot of effort to try and innovate how you can compose a message. Now, if you start looking at what's in your mind, which was just a simple text box with whatever you could add, like an image or a video or a poll or a sticker or anything of that sort. Now, they're trying out a lot of things there. They're trying a new GIF sticker. They're trying to let you add send me a selfie option. They're trying to add a feature where you can use music. A lot of things have been experimented, and they're still in the trying phase. So let's see if they get rolled out anytime sooner. But nevertheless, you have a lot of features coming up while you compose a message or a status message on Facebook. So they're also trying to add a new review sticker, which is going to be interactive, which means you can just say that, okay, can you rate or review my product? And you could set up a sticker where people could rate about that particular product or service. Not just that, you could add a lot of captions on stories. You could tag friends. You could have a check-in feature on Facebook stories. A lot of things are going to change. Now, if you ask me, I feel this is going to be a combination of what Instagram is capable of doing, coupled with what Facebook has. So together, they're coming out with a lot of interesting options where users can experience a completely different experience while they post something on Facebook. Now, in the whole process of Instagram leaving Facebook, now Facebook facing a lot of heat from a lot of different unexpected situations. They're redefining or changing the UI when it comes to posting things. It started looking a lot like stories. It started looking like a lot like stories that you see on Instagram and Facebook. And they're coming up with a lot of options where avatar of yourself from a chosen list of icons that you have, and it started seeming a lot like stories. The interface looks like a lot like stories, which is kind of cool. Now, how about this? On Facebook Messenger, when you share your live location with somebody or live tracking with somebody, you could start adding a destination now, and the destination will automatically get deleted once you reach the destination. In the wake of all the privacy concerns, I'm not sure if Facebook is really going to delete your destination, but they say that this is a new feature where you could add or share your location with somebody on live tracking on Facebook Messenger. Now you have a functionality to add a destination, and the destination gets automatically deleted once you reach the destination. Could be a cool integration between Facebook Maps and or the geographic capabilities that they have, along with the interface strength that they have. Alright, so that's it for the episode number 16, and I am as grateful as ever for all your support and love, and please show the same love that you've been always showing, and please subscribe to this channel and let your friends know. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me, and I would be more than happy to serve you in whatever way I can. Thank you so much. This is Casey signing off.